Hi, it's Tracy again, and today I'm going to show you how to play Home by Dierks Bentley. And it's kind of a patriotic song. We're coming up on the 4th of July here. It's summer and all of that, so it's a good song to learn. And I'm going to show you the intro and the verse and the chorus and how to play the chords over the instrumental break, and just a little bit of a thing that you can put in the instrumental break that makes that pretty easy to do. You'll notice that I've got a capo on today. I'm going to be capoing at the 4th fret, and so you want to try and do that. It just makes things a lot easier to be able to do that in this key to match what's on the recording. Okay, well, let's dive right in. This intro is going to start with a G chord, and you're going to need, it kind of runs over the G here for a while, and it adds in this first finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string, to get a G sus in there. Just like that. So you got the G going. Then you come off, pick that up. Okay, you can kind of hear that little lead line that happens in there because of that. Goes to a D chord, and then it does it again, then goes to D early and back to G. Okay, so that whole intro is going to be like this, and I'm just doing straight down strokes here. Essentially, I'm just strumming that lead line rhythm when we get in there. Bum, 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 and so on. Now, the chorus is going to use the chords C, G, C, and D, and a little later in E minor. Now, when he comes across, by the way, the verse is exactly the same as the, I skipped over the verse. The verse is exactly the same as the intro. You just keep playing the intro part and sing the verse over the top of it, and that's how that works. When you get to the chorus, you got C, G, C, D, C, G. Stay on G, and then to D. And the second half of the chorus, C, G, C, D, C, and E minor, and he holds it the first time and then goes into G. And the intro again, just the second half of that intro that I showed you just a little bit ago. And then it goes into another verse that's only half as long as the first verse, but it's the same as what you played earlier. And then goes into a chorus, and this chorus ends a little bit differently. Let's go through it. You've got the chorus starting on the C, G, C, D, then C, G, stay on the G, C, G, C, D, C, E minor, and then you do C, D, G. Okay, on the end of that, there's a quick C, quick D to G. Okay, now that second chorus, when it comes through, instead of going to the G like it does later, it's going to go to this instrumental break, which is going to be an E minor, which I'm fingering a little bit funny here. I'm using my first 2 fingers instead of my second and 3rd finger here. I'll show you why here in a little bit. And then D, then C, and D. So if you're doing just the chords, it'd be E minor, D, back to a full verse. And then there's some choruses after that, and I'll talk about that in just a second. There is a little lead line that they play over the top of that instrumental break, and you can't really play it. They've got different guitars going, but there's a kind of a substitute that gets the point across. If you take your E minor and play it with your first finger and your second finger here, it frees up your pinky to come down here to the 3rd fret on the 1st string, and then your second finger I'm going to use here on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and I'm going to play back and forth. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to go with my pinky to the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And all of that is going to be over the top of this E minor. Just like so. Listen to it again. Okay? And that substitutes for what's going on there. It's close to what they're doing on the recording, but it's not exactly the same thing. And then you go to the D chord, and I'm going to use the D sus. I'm going to use the pinky here, right here. And I'm going to play the same thing, but now it's going to be pinky to 2nd finger here. You can't see it because my 3rd finger is in the way, but bum ba bum ba bum ba bum, just like so. There we go. Okay, and then we go to a C, and we can play that same line. Now I'm going to play my C really funky here. I'm just going to use my 2nd finger on the note C, or transposed C, right here at the 3rd fret, 5th string, and I'm going to lay it so that I'm muting the 4th string. So I'm going to play it, but it's going to tilt over so that I don't hear this 4th string at all. Okay, and then I'm going to reach down with my 3rd finger, and I'm going to play the same lead line here, 3rd finger to 2nd finger, or I'm sorry, 3rd finger to 1st finger, between the 3rd fret and 2nd fret, like this. And then I'm going to come in and grab that last note there on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string as well. Now that's kind of a weird sounding chord. I like it. Kind of a cool sound. And then you go to a D chord. And I'm just playing the root D on the 4th string and then strumming the rest to get that kind of rhythm. So you get like that. Okay? Then it goes on to a couple more, to the verse, a full verse, and then a couple more choruses. And the choruses here on the end are just slightly different. There's one little change. In the first half of the chorus, or the first chorus, you got the C to G, to C to D, just like normal. Then C to G to E minor. But here, this time, it's going to go to a D instead of the G, like it would normally. And then C, G, C, D, C, G, and then E minor, and then the quick C to D to G, and you're on the outro, which is the same as the intro. Just like so. Alright, thanks again for watching, and I'm going to keep trying to put up some videos over the summer, and I hope you enjoy them. Don't forget to click subscribe, and check back later for some more videos, and we'll see you later.